What's up, everybody? I'm OGP. You're watching OGP's DVDs, movie reviews, and beer drinking. I'm drinking a beer because it's St. Paddy's Day. St. Paddy's Day. Happy St. Paddy's Day to everybody out there. Cheers, good peoples. Also, that's not the only reason I'm drinking a beer. I'm drinking a beer because this here, the OGP's DVDs episode, is an actual connection to a Fluffy Gamer show. Fluffy Gamer and I, the OGP, went out the other day together into the Palm Springs area hunting for games, movies, and all things cool. Oh, we found some stuff. Oh, did we find some stuff? I'll tell you all about that stuff right after we roll the I do like beer because it is good. I do like beer because I should. When we were out there, Fluffy picked up a whole bunch of stuff. He's got his Fluffy Gamer show. He's got his Fluffy Gamer pickup video where he's going to show you everything he got. So you want to check that out. Put links down below. And I will show you everything that I picked up that day. Last, we'll save like the best for last. I think it's pretty cool because I did not have one of these. I don't think anything I had. Well, I might have had one of the things that I picked up, but if I did have it, this is definitely an upgrade. So, getting into it right now. Man, what's with beer making me burp? I don't know, something about carbonation or something. So, we went to a bunch of stores, and I can't remember where I got everything. You've probably seen some of it in Fluffy's video, but anyways, we'll talk about this. Angel View Thrift Store, I think, is where I got most of the stuff. So, this I picked up. This is 15 horror films. Do not watch alone, it says. Vincent Price, Karen Black, Christopher Lee, James Earl Jones, all kinds of famous people. 3 discs in here. This is pretty cool. Check this out. 3. It looks like there's supposed to be a 4th. In fact, in the when we found this, Fluffy was like, "Oh, it's missing one." But then we looked at the back, and it was like, "Nope, 1, 2, 3, just 3 discs." But disc 1, you got Night of the Living Dead, which I've got. House on Haunted Hill, the original one. Carnival of Souls, I Bury the Living, Undertaker and His Pals. Disc 2, you got The Ghost, Dominique is Dead, which is funny because my daughter's name's Dominique, and we saw that movie in Walmart a while back, and like Dominique and I were showing my wife, and my wife did not think it was funny at all. But I got it now. I wasn't allowed to buy it that day, but I've got it now. She's gonna have to suck it. Bloody Pit of Horror, Nightmare Castle, and Dementia 13, which yeah, I got Dementia 13 right over there. I already got it. Count Dracula and His Vampire Brides, The Last Man on Earth, Fangs of the Living Dead, The Pips, and Blood Tide. So some great films on here for a whopping low price, $2.99. Not bad. 15 movies for $3. I'll take it. Then I think this was the last the last store we went to of the day. No, I take it back, because this was the last Angel View we went to. We wound up at a Goodwill after this, but we didn't buy anything there. The last thing that I bought of the day, which will be the second thing I show you tonight, is 5 Minutes to Live. You guys recognize him? As Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash tried to, you know, like, throw his hat in the ring of fire, of acting. And I don't know, I don't think, it didn't take off like, you know, like Elvis or Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, singers turned actors. It didn't take off like them. But, gosh, you know, who doesn't love Johnny Cash? You know, some great, great music. Just classic, timeless classics. And even if, I mean, you can be a fan of country or you can hate country, and you probably still like Johnny Cash. I know a lot of people that just can't stand country, still like Johnny Cash. So, this is a horror film called 5 Minutes to Live with Johnny Cash. Ron Howard, it's got to be a young Ron Howard. It's got to be like serious young Ron Howard. But that was $3. I paid $3 for it. I didn't mind. I've never heard of this. I didn't even know that Johnny Cash ever did any acting. So that was pretty cool to grab that. And then, well, let's see here. This is pretty cool. It's like midnight movies, like you know, like MGM released a bunch of these, like different movies in this midnight movie series. And this is Vincent Price's The Fall of the House of Usher, which there's been remakes, and you know, there's like books and a lot of stuff in relation to this. But it says he buried her alive to save her soul. Buried alive. Getting buried alive sucks. Like, I would not want to be buried alive. Just, I'd rather be so dead than buried alive. It's like worst thought ever. First-rate horror. The doors of the House of Usher fling open and terror begins. That's what it says. So, anyways, a classic horror film here that, yeah, I paid $2.99 for, but that's cool. I'm really happy to have that. And then I got two more. Well, we'll go with this one first since it's 10. Tales of Terror. This one I end up paying $6 for, $5.99. But this is 10 movies, Tales of Terror. And these are like newer, little newer movies. Not like back in the 50s and 60s like some of those. This has Die Sister Die. Die Sister Die. Messiah of Evil. House on the Edge of the Park, Circus of Fear, Web of the Spider, Christmas Evil, which kind of interested in after, you know, being a part of Xmas too. So, you know, Christmas horror movies, always kind of cool. Deep Red, The Thatchet Murders. I'm sorry. Let me back that up. Deep Red, The Hatchet Murders. There you go. Thatchet Murders. What's going on over here? Lady Frankenstein, The Werewolf and the Vampire Woman, and Sisters of Death. So 10 pretty cool movies on a bunch of discs in here. And they're like the blank looking discs with, you know, the little writing around them. I think you play both sides. But yeah, pretty cool box set here. Nice big old case. 10 movies for $6. Then I grabbed this. This is very cool. This has 6 discs. 20. Oh, hold on. I need more beer. That's better. 20 chilling movies. A 20 movie pack featuring Jack Nicholson, Vincent Price, David Janssen, James Earl Jones, and Brian Donlevy. Which is funny because a lot of those guys, apparently I got a message. Probably Fluffy Gamer wondering where my video is. I'm running late. A lot of those names were on here. And they're on here too. But this has 20 movies. That had 15. So I got one with 10, one with 15, and one with 20. And this one was only $2.99. That's like $3 for 20 movies. Come on. You can't pass that up. This has Maniac. Classic horror. Little Shop of Horrors. The original one. Which, come to find out, I didn't know, but from what I understand, that movie was filmed in like a day or two or something on a bet. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, but that's be a pretty cool fact, a little tidbit of useless knowledge to know about that film. If it's true, I got to look into it. Moon of the Wolf, House on Haunted Hill, again, I got that already. Creature from the Haunted Sea, Tormented, Dementia 13. Again, I'm talking about it. Let me show it to you guys. There, that Dementia 13. That's it right there. Got that one already. But it's a classic. And I have 3 copies of it. The Galaxy Invader, Phantom from 10,000 Leagues, Attack of the Monsters, Blood Tide classic, The Terror, Laser Mission, The Astral Factor, They Came from Beyond Space, The Last Man on Earth, Gamera the Invincible. Fluffy Gamer needs to knock it off. Snow Beast, Night of the Living Dead, and War of the Planets. So lots of cool movies on this with good old Vincent Price right there on the cover. And this is kind of cool. All the discs like this, you know. Dude, $2.99 for 20 movies. Can't beat it. Cannot beat it. So, that's what I picked up in the way of movies. I also got this. We'll get into the games last, but I got this. This is really badass. Everybody knows OGP is a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. I graduated Marine Corps boot camp. I earned the title of United States Marine. Therefore, I am a Marine. And I love Marine movies and documentaries, everything. You know, anything you watch about Marines out there kicking ass, I really love.
This is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for fighting, this is for fun.
I was very excited and I snatched this puppy up as soon as I saw it. Check this out. Still factory sealed, The Pacific Blu-ray, $5.99. The whole Pacific, 10 parts, 6 discs, and I've already seen it, and I'm like even torn because it's a steel box for $6 of the Pacific. You know, the one Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg, they made. They also did Band of Brothers, which was, you know, because the Pacific, it's about World War II. It's about the Marines in the Pacific Ocean and the battles against Japan. They also did the Band of Brothers, which kind of, you know, documented. They followed along with this army unit in Europe during World War II. And like that really sucked because it was freezing, you know, freezing cold winter. They had, you know, like, you know, guys didn't have enough clothes and everything. It just sucked. They didn't have enough food. The guys in the Pacific, like, it's a different story. It was really hot and humid and they were walking through mud with like their boots had fallen apart and everything. I mean, just a mess. Something that, you know, I guess you, in a situation like that, maybe you would wish that on your enemies, but, you know, on a day-to-day, you know, basis here, you wouldn't want to wish that type of situation on anybody. It's a horrible, horrible situation to have to deal with there. But anyways, Pacific, if you haven't seen it, an amazing, amazing series. Just, I mean, like, it just so, it sucks you in and you can't turn away. And it's like, when I watched it, I didn't watch it when it first came out. I binged, and man, I binged like the whole thing in like 2 days. Just such a good series. So to pick that up, factory sealed Blu-ray for $6. Are you kidding me? You have to pick that up. I don't know what this is worth, but I'm sure I could sell it for more than $6 if I wanted to, but I don't. So that's it in the way of movies. Time to drink more beer. Is that how Fluffy does it? Talk a little, drink a little, talk a little, drink a little. Let's talk about my games now. Let's talk about my games. So Fluffy picked up a GameCube game. Same place I picked up these. First I got, for the GameCube, I got Monsters Inc. Scream Arena. It's complete in the box. And the disc is very minty. So, you know, great score here. It was, I think it was $2.99. Oh, you know what? I actually pulled the wool over on them because this one was marked at $3.99. This was marked at like $5.99. And I was like, so I kind of like scratched the tag off of this one and went up front and dude rang them both up for $3.99. So I paid $4 a piece for these. But, you know, this is for, you know, only for GameCube. So that's kind of cool. Gotta love those, right? And I didn't have that before. Now, I also picked up for the GameCube Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And this is also complete in the box. And the disc is very minty as well. I forget what Fluffy got over there. Fluffy got a GameCube game. I can't remember which one, but I'm going to look right now. I'm going to see if I already have this Harry Potter game. My GameCube games are up here. Let me see. Yep, I had it. I had it. But this one looks like this is my original one, and the disc is in good shape. It's complete, but you can see the case is like all jacked up. Of course, you know, you could swap out the case, but in addition to that, if you can tell on there, the artwork on the original one that I had is like slightly faded. I think it was sitting out in the sun and swap meet or something. So, anyways, this is definitely an upgrade. Very nice, clean copy. And so maybe this one will end up on, as Fluffy would say, the bay. The bay. eBay, my bitches. It'll be on eBay, my bitches. So that's what I got. A couple games in the way of games. Just 2 games. But my particular favorite score of the day. I keep looking at me when I should be looking at you. Sorry. My particular favorite score of the day is this guy right here. Because I have the white one, but I didn't have the black one. Now I have the black one. And it didn't come with cords or anything. But that's okay because I have plenty of that stuff. And that is, got myself a little, the black Wii here. $10. $9.99. If you can see that. $9.99 for the Wii with, you know, that little guy there. I had white ones, but I didn't have the black one. And, you know, like, my Blu-ray player's black, my VCR is black, my cable box is black. So to have this right in there, looks a lot better. So, very cool for $10. Had to grab it, had to grab it. So, that's what I got, man. That's what I got. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to show you. Oh, yeah, you know what? Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at these. Recently, I added these posters to my wall. I've got my great wall of entertainment over here, and up here I started collecting some movie posters. So check it out. Up there I've got The Wrong Side of the Tracks. That's a Dustin Ferguson film, and I am actually in that movie. I have a part in it. Up here is the original Axmas poster from Axmas 1. I'm not in that, but I know the guy who made it. There is Meat Hook Massacre 2. I'm not in that, but look, signed by Donna Lee Heising and Clint and Robert, some of the stars of the film. Very cool. Down here we got Amityville, Evil Never Dies. Look at all those autographs I got on there. Lots of autographs. Very cool. And then over here we've got The Bread of Wickedness. That is my movie, bitches. We're making that right now. Right now. So I've got a poster up there already. Very cool. And then right here, Clown Motel Massacre. My first film, the first movie I ever made, right there. Then over here, Nemesis 5, which I've got some autographs on. They're pretty cool. And Nemesis 5, I just got an advanced screening of the other day. And then Meat Hook Massacre 3. Now you might be wondering what's with the posters and, you know, what's going on with them. Well, either I was involved in these or I know people that have made them. And like Meat Hook Massacre 3 and Meat Hook Massacre 2. And there's Meat Hook Massacre 1 somewhere. I don't know. I don't have, I mean, that poster's not up there yet, but I've got 1, 2, and 3. I've got the posters for all of them. But I'm actually going to be a part of Meat Hook Massacre 4. I'm going to help make Meat Hook Massacre 4. So eventually we'll have a poster up there for that. But the Clown Motel Massacre, that's coming out soon. That's my movie. The Bread of Wickedness, that's a movie that I'm responsible for that is coming out later this year. So anyways, just, you know, pretty cool knowing people, having a bunch of autographs, and having some posters to add to my collection of the wall, the Great Wall of Entertainment. Right, I need beer. I need another can of beer now. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this particular episode of OGP's DVDs and Movie Reviews. And I would like you to like, thumbs it up, comment down below, let me know what you think. And subscribe to the channel. And pimp this channel out, my bitches. Pimp it out. Let everybody know what's up. Don't be missing out. Because OGP is moving up in the world of movies. We're making movies. We're doing big things. You want to be a part of it. You do. You do. I guarantee you, promise you. You're going to be able to get your hands on some good stuff. Yeah, some good stuff. And if you wait too long, you might not be able to get that good stuff. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up so I can edit it and I can send it over to the Fluffy Gamer so he can put it up. Or I'm just going to upload this, but he needs a link to this video. So, here it is. Enjoy. Be sure to check out Fluffy's video if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on the next episode of OGP's DVDs and Movie Reviews, baby. Oh, yes. You know you like it.